Hey everybody, Eric Johnson here with Inbox Mailers. It's May 2023, and over the course of the last, say 30, 45 days, we've been rolling out a series of updates to the platform to increase the speed, functionality, and usability and performance of the platform. I just want to share with you some of those updates so that you can start implementing them on your own workflows and get a better use of the service. The very first thing is we've increased the speed of the platform overall. So there's a lot of steps in the Inbox Mailers platform and how it works. First, we get the trigger from the user opening their inbox. We identify what client has that person. We then send over the API trigger to your ESP, then your ESP fires off that email. All these little things add up to a lot of time between when the person actually opens and when they actually get delivered your inbox mailer email. And so what we've been doing is trying to cut off by milliseconds, really, every area that we can speed this platform up. That's what we're trying to speed up. And so you're going to start noticing a much better performance in your open rates, in your click rates, in people actually getting the email, and the deliverability. So that's something we've been doing. There's nothing that you need to do on your side. Just letting you know, we've been working hard to improve the speed and deliverability of the platform, and it's working great. The next big update that we have is just a change in the way that a lot of the restrictions on who can receive what triggers and when they receive those triggers. Now we've simplified it so that it's very simple. How many hours between the next trigger. So if you only want them to receive, say, one email a day, you put 24. If you want them to receive one every 3 hours, which is the default, you're just going to put 3 hours in there, rather than say this many between this time frame and whatnot. And the reason for that is, one, it was causing a lot of confusion. It wasn't working the way people thought it was going to work. It was causing the system to run a lot slower because there's a lot more calculations. This is a much smoother process. It's much easier to understand, and it works a lot better. So if that's not already rolled out to your account, ask your account manager and they'll get it set up there, but it should be in most people's accounts already. One of the things that most people ask for is how can they get more open data and how can they increase the number of triggers that triggered emails that are sent. Well, we've been working hard on this too. It's a whole department's job is to find more opener data and integrate it into our network, and the end result is you should see a much higher crossover between what's on your list and what's on our network. And so if you don't have your whole list uploaded already, go ahead and upload that, see what that crossover is, but you should notice it week over week increasing that crossover rate and increasing the amount of triggers that you can get. All right, the next thing is called custom parameters. And basically this lets you, instead of just uploading your email list, you can now upload your email list with extra data, like maybe a list name, a segment type, a region, what have you. And whenever we get that open trigger, we can pass those fields back to you at that time. So instead of creating 4, 5, 6 different lists within Inbox Mailers, you can utilize that extra data when it gets back to your ESP to, say, fire off a different workflow, to go into a different segment, to fire off a different email, or what have you. Like I said, a lot of big mailers have been asking for this, and it should streamline the process of getting the data into our system and then giving you a lot more options with what you can do with that data once you get it back. If you have any questions on how this works, again, get in touch with support or your account rep, and they can help you understand it and walk you through it and give you some really cool use cases for it. The next thing is integrations. We've been working hard on increasing the number of integrations that we have. It's now well over 100. And again, if we don't have an integration that works with your specific ESP, or your ESP is a custom developed one, we can push via API, webhook, Zapier, a ton of different ways or whatever. Just reach out to us and let us know that this is what you need, and we can try to make that happen for you. The last thing I want to talk to you about is something that's really exciting, and that's being able to send email from the Inbox Mailers platform itself. And so you have the option of doing this. It's not a requirement. You can still connect to your own ESP and you can still send from your own workflows. But for those of you who don't want to, for whatever reason, maybe you don't have a lot of marketing experience, maybe you don't have a lot of technical experience and this is getting overwhelming for you, we've built inside the Inbox Mailers platform the ability for you just to upload your email creative, upload your list, and we'll send out the email for you. And if you want to use your own domain, we'll give you a simple DNS record that you can use to send the email right out of there. It'll look like you're coming from there. Even if you don't have your own domain, you can send from one of our shared domains or shared IP pools. And it really should streamline the process of getting started, and so you can start to see results. And even if you just use this to start out and see how it works, so you can really see these 50 to 70% open rates, see these extra clicks that you're getting, and then move to something where you're integrating with your own ESP or while you're getting set up or what have you. It's a really amazing feature, and the people who have been beta testing it already have been blown away and been getting great results. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll do a special announcement video over there where I'll take you through the whole thing and show you how it works, and we'll look at some of the results people have been getting and going from there. So, all right, well, that's a lot of stuff that we've done. I think that's everything that we've got done over, say, the past 30, 60 days. What we're going to try to do is update you once a month with some of the new features, you know, and benefits and things like that have been coming out, different use cases and things like that. So keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions about anything that we've talked about in here, or want to know how to use any of that stuff, or even if you have feature requests and you know want different usage out of the platform, go ahead and email us at support@inboxmailers.com, and we'll do our best to address that there. If you want to comment on the video below, we're happy to, you know, respond to you that way too. Again, this is Eric Johnson with Inbox Mailers. It's May 2023, and we'll be looking for you in June 2023.